The classroom smelled of paint, chalk, and old wood as sunlight spilled across rows of desks. The students were buzzing with excitement because today was special. The principal had invited a local art collector to view their work. Ms. Carter, the art teacher, paced confidently at the front, reminding everyone to do their best, because, as she put it, opportunities like this don't come often. In the last row sat Liam, a thin boy with worn shoes and a second-hand backpack. His supplies were meager: a few pencil stubs, a notebook with torn pages, and an eraser rubbed down to nothing. While the other kids showed off brand-new sketchbooks and sets of colored pencils, Liam kept his head down. He couldn't afford supplies, but he had something they didn't: a story inside him. When Ms. Carter announced, "Draw something that represents your vision of the world," the class erupted in whispers. Some drew landscapes, some copied pictures from magazines, others doodled portraits of their pets. But Liam pressed his pencil into the paper and began sketching quickly. His drawing was raw, filled with jagged lines and smudges. It showed a boy standing barefoot under a broken streetlight, holding a paper boat in the pouring rain. Around him, shadows of tall buildings loomed, but his small smile hinted at hope. It was imperfect, but it carried his heart. As the class ended, Ms. Carter began walking around collecting drawings. She nodded approvingly at bright, polished pieces: sunsets, flowers, colorful animals. But when she reached Liam's desk, she froze. Picking up his paper with 2 fingers, she let out a sharp laugh. "What is this supposed to be?" she asked, loudly, holding it up for everyone to see. Students craned their necks, some giggling. "Look at these lines. It's messy. It's ugly. This isn't art, Liam. It looks like a child's scribble on scrap paper." The classroom filled with laughter. Liam's ears burned red. His hands shook as he grabbed the paper back. "I tried," he whispered. "Tried?" Ms. Carter scoffed. "Trying isn't enough. You'll never succeed in art if this is your best." She turned away, dismissing him completely. But at the back of the room, someone had been watching. Mr. Hayes, the invited art collector, had arrived quietly and observed the class in silence. He wore a tailored coat and carried an air of calm authority. Just as Ms. Carter prepared to present the top student's work, Hayes's eyes caught Liam's drawing on the desk. "May I see that one?" he asked, his deep voice silencing the hour room. Startled, Ms. Carter hesitated. "Oh, that one? It's just—" "Please," Hayes repeated firmly. Reluctantly, she handed it over. He studied the page for a long moment, his brow furrowed, his lips pressing together. Then, to everyone's shock, he said softly, "This is extraordinary." The class gasped. Ms. Carter's eyes widened. "Extraordinary?" "Sir, it's a poor sketch from a boy who—" "No," Hayes interrupted, holding the drawing higher. "This piece captures something none of the others do. Look at the emotion in the boy's eyes, the desperation in the shadows, the fragile hope in the paper boat. This isn't a picture. It's a story. It's life itself." He turned to Liam. "Young man, what inspired you?" Liam's voice trembled. "It's me. When our electricity went out, I used to sit under the streetlight outside to do homework. I always folded paper boats to dream of floating away." The room fell into silence. For the first time, his classmates looked at him not with laughter but with awe. Hayes smiled warmly. "You've captured your soul on paper. That is art. And I would like to buy this." The teacher blinked. "But buy it?" "Yes," Hayes said, firmly. $2 million! Gasps erupted. Students stared, jaws dropping. Ms. Carter staggered back, her arrogance crumbling. Liam clutched the paper in disbelief. "My drawing. For real?" Hayes nodded. "For real. Talent like yours deserves recognition. Never let anyone tell you otherwise." The next week, Liam's piece was displayed in Hayes's gallery, where critics praised its raw authenticity. Newspapers told the story of the poor boy whose drawing touched millions. His family's life changed overnight, but Liam's humility never did. As for Ms. Carter, complaints from parents and scrutiny from the school board forced her resignation. Her cruel laughter had cost her reputation. Meanwhile, Liam continued to draw, not with brand new tools, but with the same passion that had carried him through darkness. He had learned the most valuable lesson of all. True art doesn't need approval. It just needs honesty.